They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh, don't make me have to lose it. No, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would've had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed with precaution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Older on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop quick, buy drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. From the gun, Townsend, and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Crowder now to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. To throw here. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside. and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Looking to throw. Townsend. This is caught. It's close. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Back to throw. Townsend. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last. Now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down, Townsend. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Townsend. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now let's go! Green, 39!
Looking to throw on second down. Townsend. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Drake trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Go, 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 run, run, run! Right over there, yeah, yeah. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch the screen!
To throw on second down, Townsend. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down. Shift.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit!
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Check 31! Check 31!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's George. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Check back to that. Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 39 that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Townsend. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And that, you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah,
they'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. Townsend. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Back to throw. Townsend into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won it a big way.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there from 4 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, good move. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st and 10, Townsend rolling to his right, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run the end around. This is close. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Townsend. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The result, a 1st down, as a quick slant gets him 14. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd down. Townsend. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills cut into that lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. On the crossing route, complete. That's George. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Townsend steps away. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Looking to throw. Townsend, throw complete right side to Cooks. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Townsend. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 Gun!
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's George. 23 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to throw now on first down. That one complete to Anderson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Townsend. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bills on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, Townsend. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 1st down, Townsend, powerful running. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Townsend. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Townsend now a desperate. This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw. Townsend. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Townsend. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, when you've got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on 4th and short. He's been tough for this defense to handle.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Takk McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Townsend. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
with my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre.